Hi everyone, and welcome to your weekly Pick a Card Tarot readings for the week of August 19th. If we haven't met, my name is Sydney, I'm the tarot guy next door, and I use my occult knowledge and intuition to help guide you towards life you want. If you have a situation you want me to take a look at, you'll find information on how to get a private reading below. I also live stream on TikTok on Friday mornings at 8 a.m. Eastern. Come say hi. I'll be doing 5 card open readings, and here are the decks that I have for you. We have the Dark Mansion Tarot with Citron, the Borderless Rider-Waite-Smith with Aquamarine, and the Tarot de Marseille with Dangling Jade. We also have 4 different oracle cards to choose from 4 different decks. So go ahead and pick which tarot deck and which oracle card resonate with you the most. It's totally fine if you're drawn to more than one. And as always, you can pause this video if you need more time. As always with collective readings, take what resonates with you and leave aside what doesn't. If you want to jump straight to your reading, you'll find timestamps below. And with that, let's go right to the readings. All right, group 1, let's see what we have for you for this week. This is going to be... This is going to be an interesting test of pyramid placement. So if this card looks right to you, then that's a good sign. Because I know this pyramid looks crooked in the shot, but what matters is that the cards look right. So let me see here. Because I'm looking at it from where I'm sitting, not from where you're watching. Let's see. Oh, wow, not bad. All right, I'll see you right now. This is the Hierophant reversed and the Six of Swords reversed. Sometimes I get those crossed up, so I just wanted to clarify. All right. Group 1, I'm actually loving this reading. The crux of all of this, I'm almost reading the fact that the Hierophant is reversed as a good sign, in the sense that how all of this fits together with especially with the High Priestess where she is, and the Queen of Wands upright underpinning everything at the bottom of the deck here. This looks like finding your unique twist to a traditional way of doing something. This is how all 4 of these cards intersect with the Ace of Coins, the practical new thing at the center of everything. And it looks like what inspires you to look at whatever situation that you're in from what summons the inner wisdom to even put your unique twist on it is some kind of outside event. I'm really liking that this is Judgment and not the Tower. I think that I won't take the time to go through all the major arcana card, and I don't feel like pausing the recording. But off the top of my head, I would say the 2 most externally focused major arcana cards would be the Tower and Judgment. And of the 2, I'd really much rather have Judgment here, with an angel playing a saxophone waking up the dead, as opposed to, a lightning striking the crown off your perfectly fine tower that was so good and built to last forever. But anyway, coming back to the card that's actually in your reading, I think that whatever happens from outside is triggering something deep within you that lets you see, oh, wait, if we take this approach and modify it in this way, trust me, I know what I'm talking about. We can make something cool. Now, the Six of Swords here, who's been patiently waiting for me to read them. He has not been silently nodding along. The Six of Swords here is difficulty in transmitting that to others, because when we're talking about putting our twist on something traditional, that might imply sounding crazy to people who are really holding on to tradition, So I can see issues in how to communicate the idea, but having the Six of Swords being the only reverse cards other than the Hierophant, of course, is really cool. So I see this as a good idea involving a unique twist, but having difficulty communicating it with others. This might be that they're not coachable right now. I've wasted years of my life trying to teach people who are not coachable. I was kind of an asshole at the time too, so I guess it's even. But yeah, it's not. Try not to cast pearls before swine, but wait for the opportunity where the swines will be feeling pearly, just to stick with my metaphor. So yeah, that's a good note to end on. I'm going to end the reading there. If you liked your reading, please give this video a like, and you can use the oracle cards to jump to your timestamp section. There we go. Let's see here. Yeah. All right, group 2. Let's see what we have for you for this week. Going to throw down all 5 cards. I know that the alignment is good, but this is the first full-size deck. Don't panic. Don't panic. Give me a second here. Let's see. Oh, wait. This should be better for you. Watch this be crooked. Of all the things, if it was crooked in this direction, that would just be insulting. Okay, good. We're good. Ooh, it's a bit low, but yeah, that's worth it. All right. I'll see you right now, group 2. Just for transparency, I've identified... Oh, I thought it was the 5 of Swords. Well, I guess you kind of get a bonus card and kind of not, because it's not even... Anyway, how I use the card under the bottom of the deck, I'll spare you, all right? I'll see you right now. All right, group 2, I have enough to at least unpause and begin talking. So there are a lot of different ways to interpret these cards, and I think the crux of the meaning of this message as a whole will rely on what these 3 cards, or how these 3 cards are mapping onto your situation in particular. So I'm deeply fascinated by the fact that the Ace and the 10 of Wands are both in this reading, you know, because I often say this about the 10s, including the 10 major, the Wheel of Fortune, about how, you know, 10s are the completion of something and also the beginning of a new cycle. And the way that this ending of something and beginning of a new cycle relate with the Tower, and this is the central question that I ask myself, is that, okay, is the person I'm reading for the Lightning or the Tower, you know? And some of you are in either one. And if, okay, I'll do Lightning first. So if this is you swiftly making something happen or whatever, or getting that aha moment that is earth-shattering for you, then this is a grind never stops reading, because you know, after all the work of getting to the final stretch, now all of a sudden you're back at the beginning again, only the work looks even longer, and that is disappointing and it does suck, but you're stronger than you think and you're on the right path. That's basically the surface level way to interpret all of this, actually. I literally did it all. Now, if you are the tower being struck, you know, again, the only way that this changes the flavor of this energy here is that to realize, yes, if all of these things weren't enough, now someone's trying to shove an 11th wand in your fucking face, you know? And that also sucks. I guess this is also a grind never stops reading, but the way that this plays into it is that you don't need to pick up the wand right away, and try to remember that. Now, if the person shoving this 11th wand in your face is literally your immediate supervisor at work, try to... Oh, I've been listening a lot of Hal Newport podcasts recently, and this is actually a situation that he's talked about a lot. What I would say, I was literally getting ready to tell you good luck and leave you on your own, but I actually have something tangible here. To try to approach it from the angle of, okay, well, I have these 10 wands. Which one do you want me to put aside to take this 11th wand? And put that decision back on your immediate supervisor trying to shove an 11th wand in your face. Who knows that you're strong enough to handle it? And maybe you are, but why should you have to? Why should you have to carry 11 fucking wands? Isn't 10 enough? I'm getting frustrated for you, you know? So as I take a moment to actually calm down a little, I think the 10 of coins at the bottom of the deck here is so reassuring, despite the Tower being in the middle of the reading, you know? And just remember that you're on the right path, and that these are interesting times that we're in. I know very well the full moon that is happening on Monday and the immediate space weather leading up to this. You know, even Wayne Gretzky gets cross-checked from the back, but he's still Wayne Gretzky, you know? And I think that's a good message to end on. I've literally covered, like, the broad strokes are all covered. So thank you very much for watching. If you liked this reading, please give this video a like, and you can use the timestamps in the description below to jump to your Oracle card reading. I'll see you there. Group 3, let's see what we have for you for this week. Pyramid placement is on point, even though it looks crooked in the shot to you. But to me, looking at it from here, at least it makes the card look straight. And I'm confident, I've done this twice, the orientation part. Oh, actually, this reading is far too high. Yeah, I set it up to not line up with the corner. What is the carnelian pyramid? It's great, but the fact that it's bigger causes problems when recording this video. Maybe one of these days I'll actually look at the cards I'm manipulating and try to get some reading, but it's chit-chat today. Okay, good. I'll see you right now. All right, group 3, this is, I just said that as if I was greeting you for the first time, and in many ways I am. But now that I've actually looked at these cards, this is actually pretty straightforward. So we got the double threes, the double fives, the matching suit. Every single card here is odd except for this deuce of wands here. So the way that all of this makes sense is because again, almost every card is odd. So there's a lot of instability. And what do we have? We have double threes and double fives and matching suits. So this is a lot of turbulence and change, and the creativity that is summoned in the face of it, or that is required in the face of it. Sometimes you need to transcend yourself. Sometimes it involves, thinking of different ways that of doing things, because you kind of gotta improvise here. And the deuce of wands here is implying the duality and choice of how to approach all of this. It's at the bottom of the reading. And honestly, I don't have that much more to say except for the star. So I'll remind you, the long-term viewers, and inform the new viewers that of the cards in the tarot, the star is one of the ones that I read the most differently from Marseille compared to Rider-Waite-Smith based decks. However, there is one message here that I am taking from the Rider-Waite, which was inspired by this because chronologically this came first, but whatever. I think the message of the star here is that no matter what, yeah, because this is a collective reading too. So I'm actually going to lead with the interpretation that I was going to leave out entirely, which is it's okay to try to find a balance between different approaches. There's absolutely that. If I'm going to invoke Pamela Coleman Smith's work, I might as well just lean into it a little. So it is how can I say this? There is validity in trying to find a balance between different ways of approaching things, okay? But the thing that I was going to say, because again, what I just said is what I was going to leave out entirely. I think that the warning inherent in the star card is that whatever you decide to do in the face of the challenges of this week, try to commit to one thing as much as you can, and to not have one foot on the dock and one foot on the pier, or one foot on the boat and one foot on the dock, or whatever the fuck that expression is. One foot on water and one foot on land, basically. That might have, for some of you, the star is a warning against that approach, which was the interpretation that leapt to me at the front. It was the most obvious way to read it. So again, it's looking like this week will summon a lot of creativity from you. And I understand the appeal of balance, but try to, because it's in times of change that you're always changing strategies. That kind of, you want a strategy that you can rely on in instability, not to try different strategies. Times like this are not times for experimentation, even though creativity is required, So try to pick an approach and stick with it. I think I've said that for the millionth time, so I'm going to abruptly end the reading there. If you like this reading, please give this video a like, and you can use the timestamps if you don't want to watch me pick up your reading to jump to the Oracle card portion. All right, the Oracle card portion. Let's see this. that should be pretty good. Let me just refocus. All right, Group A, your card is Innocence. This is I Ching hexagram number 25. And the keywords are a trusting nature, originality, spontaneity, open-heartedness, simplicity, and the unexpected. Honestly, this fits in so well with all three readings. Both of my hands are covering my eyes right now. It's actually mind-blowing. Yeah. Let me just reread these words. I'm taken aback here. So the keywords are a trusting nature, originality, spontaneity, an open-heartedness, simplicity, and the unexpected. I think that the message of this is to try to look at this week with the eyes of a child as much as you can. That involves considering things that you thought were impossible, and also to not take things so seriously. There's a very light energy to this. Group B, your card is Individuality. This is a gibbous fire moon. As you know, there's a lot of info on this card, so let me just stare at this. All right, I'll lead with the boring timing component. So waxing gibbous moon. It's either a callback to the Sagittarius moon just before the full moon in Aqua, or a call to the next Sagittarius moon after, but I'm not too sure where the sun is going to be at that time and how the math works out. But regardless of anything, the card itself, I'm really loving the individuality and the growing fire energy implied in this. This is a clear indicator to trust yourself, to not be too hard on yourself, and above all, and I think a lot of people will need to hear this week, to be gentle with yourself if you fuck up, okay? Of all the weeks to fuck up, this is looking like the week to fuck up. That and last week, all right? Group C, your card is Netzach. This is endurance. I'm not sure about the right leg thing. Let me just look at this card. All right, before I interpret this card, I just want to shout out, if you pick group 2, this is extremely funny. But actually, let me just put the card a bit closer to the camera. The question that I was pondering while staring at this card in silence was, what would I tell someone who feels like they have the weight of the world on their shoulders? And the thing that leapt out to me is that try to remember that most of this is air, and that it might seem big and it might feel heavy, but one does not necessarily imply the other, you know? A lot of what's big is really light. Try to focus on the high mass things as opposed to the high volume things, and that should help you better adjust how you are bearing whatever weight that you're bearing, and also keep things in perspective about how it might not actually be as heavy as it feels because you're looking at the size of the sphere and not its contents. Yeah, I think what I just said can be useful to basically everyone, so I'm going to move on. Group D, your card is Bobcat Spirit. Life is a mystery. I almost feel like ending the video right here. It would be a fantastic troll. Obviously, you know how long the video is. So yeah, I think that the invitation of this card is to be comfortable with not knowing. I think that, and this might be relevant in all three readings. I suspect that it will be. But usually when people make rash decisions, it's because they're confused and they feel pressure to just make a decision now. Oh, I don't have any information. Well, I need to make a decision now and act on that decision now anyway. This would be, the warning aspect would be to lean away from that and to really be comfortable with not knowing. Life is a mystery. That's a good note to end everything on. So thank you very much for watching. If you like this video, please give this video a like. I hope y'all have a great week. Take care. I'll see you soon.